If you look back on the autumn test, what did you gather from that campaign that you now take forward into the Six Nations campaign?
Overall, we saw character and spirit within the team. We saw a desire to pick the ball up and carry it forward, desire to score points, put teams under pressure with the ball and without, defensively. So players were taking pride in representing their country through their defensive efforts, through their attacking efforts, through their ability to think and change tactics. Where I thought we did well against Tonga. We played 40 minutes in a manner and then played the second 40 in a different, which was really pleasing for us to see we were able to change the way we took on teams. So a little bit of the same thing, a little bit better. The things we did well, we'd like to keep doing and improve, but without trying to reinvent the game. We'll be keeping it pretty simple, and we're playing 3 games at home. Really looking forward to those 3 games, big games for us, and obviously 2 away games to some of the hardest destinations in the rugby world, Stade de France, and then we've got Twickenham. So all in all, we're looking forward to it.
How useful has the when you've been making that decision on what the makeup of your squad would be? We've seen Edinburgh tough out some games in the period between the autumn test, but the win against Connacht being a good example of perhaps the defensive side of Edinburgh's play improving markedly, and then you've had Glasgow on a good run as well, despite the 1872 Cup. So how useful has the form of the pro teams been?
Well, we'll see the nucleus of the squad are the players that performed well during the autumn tests, and they've been joined by players that we think have been performing well recently. And if we look at Ben Toolis, Sam Hidalgo-Clyne, those 2 players, we've Greg Tonks, we've got players that have been performing and have forced their way in because of their games, and I think that's encouraging, that players that actually say, look, I'm going to have a go, I'd like to be in the team and do the right things on the paddock, are getting rewarded for it. So it's a mix. David Denton comes back into the squad. He was injured. Hamish Watson unfortunately injured himself just after he was announced to be involved in the November test. We get another look at him, a promising young player. Tim Visser, I think, is finding form, and generally the Edinburgh team has improved, and I think that's represented in the squad.
Yeah, you say you've got a simple game plan, but what do you need from the players in order to execute that game plan? Because we saw quite not a cavalier attitude, but certainly an attacking attitude from Scotland in the autumn test as well. So what do you need your players to be able to do in order to achieve what you want them to achieve?
Look, I just want them to have fun, really, and to enjoy themselves. And if that means picking the ball up and taking the game to the opposition, I think that's how we should be playing. I think it suits. It suits the style of rugby that historically has been played in the shirt, and certainly the people that live here in this country. So I think we just need to get up and have a go and be fierce, be bold, and attempt, take a few risks, try a few things, but be able at the same time to understand when we're in difficult situations how to change the way we're playing, adapt to the opposition, those types of things. We'll be trying to develop moving to the World Cup, because we're Six Nations 2015, the World Cup's not far away, so it's all pretty well tied in. And the performances in Six Nations will help us develop as well for the World Cup.
How, from a personal point of view, how excited are you about the Six Nations? The perceived wisdom that it's the bounce of the ball competition. It could go to anybody. I mean, how exciting is that to go in as a coach and as a team?
It's exciting, and I imagine it can be frustrating as well, but we will be definitely trying to, we will taking a very positive approach to the Six Nations. Really want to attempt things. We've got nothing to hide. We've got things to develop, and it'll be with that frame of mind that we go into it. And whatever happens, whatever the result will be, there will be a very positive and determined desire to do well and improve. And so we're really looking forward to it.